Hi, James Tony here, and today we're going to talk a little bit about driving with a suspended license, having suspensions on your license, and what an attorney can do to clean your license. In this office, we've been very successful at reducing the impact of aggravated unlicensed operator. That's that criminal charge that you get if you get caught driving with a suspended license. Now, there are three grades of this offense. Some are punishable by a few days in jail. It goes all the way up to having a felony and having a potential sentence of a year or more in state prison. So you need to recognize that driving with a suspended license in the state of New York is taken very serious by law enforcement and is punished vigorously by the courts. What can we do? Well, when we have the client who has the aggravated unlicensed ticket, we realize that this particular event, this criminal charge, is only the symptoms of a greater disease, and the disease is that the license is suspended. Now, if we go to court and we get in and we clean up the criminal charge, well, what happens? We still have a suspended license. And if the individual goes out and drives, guess what? He's going to get arrested, and he's going to get charged again with aggravated unlicensed operator. So in our office, we not only want to cure the symptoms of the disease, we want to get in and cure the disease. How do we do that? Now, we've seen licenses that have a few suspensions, one or two, and then the horrendous cases of a license with 100 or more suspensions. In those instances, there's a lot of courts involved. There's a lot of suspensions to take care of. But in the average instance where there's 3 to 10 suspensions, it's a very easy process. We're going to run your driver's abstract in our office. We're going to identify each court and each suspension line by line. And we're going to map out a game plan for you and an a la carte payment plan so that when you have the resources, perhaps you can clean up Nassau County Cooper Street. You have more resources, you can clean up the Traffic Violations Bureau in Queens. You have more resources, you can handle a village court. And we'll break it down so that it's convenient to you. Many people who have a suspended driver's license stay up at night, worry about what they're going to do to restore it, where are they going to get the money. Every time they're driving a car with a suspended driver's license, is that cop going to pull me over? Is today the day that I'm going to go to jail? And stop living in fear that we can take care of this. I can show you how big or how small the problem is. And in many, many instances, it's 1 or 2 suspensions that we can clean the same day. So there is no risk of you coming into this office. If it's an in-office consultation, we will give you that consultation, we will give you that abstract, and we'll identify the problem and map it out and fix it. And I tell you this because in some counties like Nassau and Suffolk, you may get a desk appearance ticket if you get pulled over with a suspended license. Or they can put you in custody in the worst instance. But if they give you a desk appearance ticket, they're going to tow your car is going to go into storage, and of course you're going to need a licensed driver to pick that car up when the time comes. In the counties of Queens and New York and the Bronx and Kings County and Richmond, they'll do a full custodial arrest to a driver who is driving or operating with a suspended or revoked license. And what that essentially means in the crowded courts of New York City, you're going to spend between 24 and 36 hours in the pens, those are those holding cells beneath the courthouse, waiting to see a judge. And of course, in most instances, the judges will release you to come back another day. This is called released in your own recognizance. However, you would have spent that 24 and 36 hours in crowded pens with people charged with some of the most serious crimes. It is not a pleasant experience. It happens to doctors. Of course, it happens to lawyers. It happens to everybody. And it's a very, very bad situation to find yourself behind bars, not knowing when you're going to see a judge, not knowing when your case is going to be called. It's a nightmare. And in this office, I hope that you and I can interact, that we can stop that nightmare from happening by getting in there early and cleaning up your license before it's too late. So thank you so much for listening. You can contact us at 516-294-1133. You can visit us on our website at www.tonalawfirm.com. I look forward to meeting you. Thanks for listening.